In 2020, Jalen Green was a promising 5-star guard out of the G League Ignite, displaying exceptional athleticism, maturity, and an elite ability to score the ball at every level. He was selected number 2 overall by the Houston Rockets in 2021, with the Rockets hoping to turn around their horrible 17-55 end to the 2020 season by selecting their next star after the James Harden and Russell Westbrook era. In his rookie year, he averaged 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists, but only helped the Rockets add an extra 3 wins to their total from last year, finishing at 20-62. Now being in his 3rd year, Jalen Green is averaging 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists, and the Rockets sit at 38-35, only 1.5 games behind Golden State to steal a play-in spot. But the interesting part is that in the beginning of March, the Rockets sat at 25-34, with all hopes of scraping to the play-in seeming lost. The Rockets would start March with a 3-1 record before losing Alperen Sengun to an injury at the end of their win against the Sacramento Kings. Against all odds, the Rockets have quieted any concerns by going on an 11-game win streak, all due to one man who has put the Rockets on his back and done everything necessary to win: Jalen Green.
He just lost Butler. Yeah! Jalen Green! And the look away. You're a wizard, Jalen Green!
Welcome back to row 28. In the last 9 games since Alperen Sengun's injury, Jalen Green is having an incredible overall impact, with an offensive rating of 128 and a defensive rating of 108.5. For reference, in February, Jalen Green had an offensive rating of 108.2 and a defensive rating of 117.1. This is an astounding turnaround offensively and defensively. And Jalen Green is having his most impressive month of the season by a mile, helping lead the Rockets to an impressive 13-1 record in March, where he is averaging 29 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Even without Sengun, where did this sudden burst of an absolute offensive masterclass come from? One of the most effective ways that Jalen Green scores is by getting to the rim with an average of 9 drives per game. Jalen Green is shooting 62% on shots at the rim this season, while seeing a huge increase with almost 12 drives per game, shooting 72% during the month of March. In Sengun's absence, the Rockets have really honed in on Green's ability to drive and score by doing 2 things: setting him a ton of screens and leaving the paint wide open for Jalen Green to get to the rim himself. For example, take a look at this play from the Rockets' win over the Cavaliers late in the 4th quarter. Jalen Green is handling the ball on the left wing, with every Rockets player set around the perimeter with no presence on the inside. The weak side clear out to let Jalen Green have his isolation, where he sets up his defender by turning his hips, then blowing past him to get to the rim. Nasty layup, by the way. To showcase both how the Rockets open up the inside to let Jalen score, as well as how they utilize screens for him, Jock Landale has really become the primary screener in Sengun's absence, as he shows in this play against the Wizards. Once again, every Rockets player is set around the perimeter with the inside wide open. Jock Landale comes up to set this high screen for Jalen Green near half court, causing Corey Kispert to switch to pick up Green on the drive, which does not go his way as he gets cooked all the way to the rim, with Jalen Green displaying his incredible ability to finish through traffic around the rim. In the last 9 games, with the Rockets using this method of keeping the inside wide open without Sengun, Jalen Green has shown to be incredibly effective at getting to the rim and scoring by himself, with 74% of his shots at the rim being unassisted. In his last 9 games, Jalen Green is averaging 32, 8, and 4. His scoring has taken an exponential leap since he only averaged about 20 points per game in the month of January, which was the highest of his season up until March. This high scoring is due to Jalen Green becoming a sniper from long range, shooting 47% in his last 9 games with about 5 makes on 10 attempts a game. These numbers are also up massively compared to the rest of his season, only averaging 30% with about 2 makes on 6 attempts a game prior to this month. Of all of the teams in the top 10 of three-point defense this season, the Rockets faced these teams 4 times during the month of March. Jalen Green still managed to shoot 43% with 4.5 made threes on 10.5 attempts. Essentially, even if you have some of the best three-point defense in the league, you are not going to stop this man from range. I want to take a look at a few of Jalen Green's three-point shooting performances from the month of March, the first of which being the Rockets' 118-109 win over Phoenix, where Sengun was still an active player. I want to look at this game first because I think it is crucial to understand how this team and Jalen Green played with Sengun before looking at how they play without him. During this game, Jalen Green had 34 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists, shooting 12 for 23 from the field and 6 for 12 from 3. Sengun enables this team to score in numerous ways. The Rockets use Sengun's interior threat to their advantage to collapse defenders and find open looks. For example, take a look at one of Jalen Green's three-point makes in the first quarter. Jalen Green starts with the ball on the left wing and swings it to VanVleet on the right wing. The moment that VanVleet runs up to grab the ball, Sengun is already trailing to set the screen. The Rockets have now essentially made this a 5-on-4 situation by putting Grayson Allen in jail while VanVleet drives and Sengun rolls. Sengun collapses 3 defenders around the paint and finds Jalen Green up top for the open 3. Another example of this similar formation was later in the third quarter, this time with Jalen Green set in the right corner. As Dillon Brooks passes the ball inward to Sengun, he once again collapses 2 defenders, leaving Jalen open on the corner as KD peels off and tries to help protect the rim. Now looking to the Rockets games this month without Sengun, Jalen Green finished the Rockets' second win over the Wizards with 7 made threes on 14 attempts, and for a lot of his three-point makes during this game, he didn't need much space to get his shot off. Take a look at this play right at the start of the game. Jalen Green and Amen Thompson are side by side on the corner with both defenders on Jalen Green. Amen and Jalen simply switch places, with Amen setting a screen to give Jalen just enough time to fire a shot and hit. At the end of the third quarter, the Rockets are running out in transition, with Jock Landale setting a high screen for Jalen at half court, with Jeff Green coming up to set a second screen for the trailing defender. This leaves Jalen Green matched up on Jordan Poole for a simple hand-down, man-down shot. Jalen Green has been incredible in isolation, and he receives a lot of screens where he uses his driving threat to play with his defenders and create separation for a three-point shot. To illustrate, take a look at this three-pointer against the Thunder the other night. Right off the bat, what do we notice about the Rockets when Dillon Brooks sets the screen? The inside is completely empty, establishing that Jalen Green is a rim threat with the ball in his hands right now. Notice how Aaron Wiggins steps up to stop the drive that he anticipates coming when seeing the screen set. Jalen Williams decides to play up way too close on defense, which Jalen Green takes advantage of by hitting this snatch back, gather, step back to create the separation and knock down the three-pointer. Amazing shot. Jalen Green finished this game with 37, 10, and 7 with 7 made threes on 11 attempts, 63.6% from 3, his highest percentage all year when shooting 10 or more threes. None of what Jalen Green has been doing is luck. He has amplified every level of his game to put this team in position to create a play-in appearance. Even if they don't make it far this year, the Rockets are going to be really good because of Jalen Green. He's super energetic, athletic, and explosive, and he has the ability to score wherever he wants, making him an offensive threat at every level, with his impact on defense not going unnoticed as of late. Fortunately for the Rockets, Sengun managed to avoid a major ankle injury, and while no timetable for his return is set, it is likely that he could return for the regular season and potentially a playoff run. As much as on paper it may look like the Rockets are better without Sengun, I don't think that's the case, and if Sengun returns for a playoff run, I think they're going to be really scary paired with the way that Jalen Green has been playing. I think that Sengun and Jalen Green are going to be able to forge their own Jokic-Murray type relationship with a super dangerous set of pick and roll options, combined 3-level scoring, and the incredible playmaking ability of Sengun for any of his teammates in the half court. I really hope that Jalen Green can continue to play at this level when Sengun returns, because he has been so fun to watch during this 11-game win streak, and I'd love to see this rebuild and progress team get a glimpse into the playoffs and try to make a run out of the play-in. What do you think fueled the explosion in offensive production from Jalen Green, and what have you noticed about the way this team has managed to play and win without Sengun? Let me know down in the comments, and let me know what topic you'd like for me to cover next. As always, I appreciate everybody that stuck around to the end. Until next time, stay safe, stay happy, and stay healthy. Peace.